Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I have got all sorts of bits around me. I've got an idea to do something. I've been watching somebody called Cori Dahman on YouTube. I'll leave a link if I remember. And she's done lots of different things that you can put in journals, and it's given me loads of inspiration for the mushroom journal. So what I thought I'd do today is some button spots, I think she calls them. So I've got some fabric, I've got some gauze and some sort of lace which I have dyed with this Distress Oxide spray in Scattered Straw. That was given to me in my birthday challenge from the lovely Mel, as Melis Makes. It's my first and only Distress Oxide spray. I love it. I'm going to have to get me some more of those. They are so cool. Right, so what do we need? Well, I think I'm going to need some scissors. I don't know how big to make them. I'm just going to make a few, and I'm going to make them generic. There'll be no mushrooms on these, so that we can use them, you know, for all things. I don't know if this will. I'm just taking a square of fabric. It's cotton. I don't know whether or not I can make it fray at all, because I do like a frayed edge. Yeah, a little bit there. I'll just grab some threads and rip them out, see what happens. But you could do it with paper as well, so it doesn't have to. I'll do some with paper as well in a minute. Okay, so we've got a bit of a piece of fabric thing going on there. I can't get to my bin, bear with me. I've covered it up. Right, piece of this maybe. Right, that's the sort of cotton lace. What else could we put on there? I mean, I'm literally going to throw everything at this, I think. I've got some Hessian or burlap style ribbon. I'll have a little bit of that on there, and then a button. Now I've got some old buttons here from my auntie. Now when I was little, I'm sure you always know, I used to go to my grandma's and go through her button jar, and she had hundreds and hundreds of buttons. I don't know what happened to all of those. I wish I knew, but here is a selection of little buttons. I've got some wooden buttons as well. Actually, I'm not sure my needle will go through these. Let me see. A bit pointless if it doesn't. Yeah, it does. Right, so I'm going to stick a little button on like that. And I'm going to sew it on. Bear with me. In a minute you'll see what I've been up to. But I'm going to tie a knot in that, I think. I've been fussy cutting and I've given myself a blister. It's only because I thought fussy cutting would be quicker than taking the background off and uploading them all to the Cricut, and then I mean I will do that eventually, but I was trying to be quick. Yeah, I'm just having one of those days when nothing is quick, if you know what I mean. Right, here we go. So I'm just going to I'm not even going to sort of line it up or do anything. I'm just going to sew on a button, and I'm not going to do it like hundreds of times, she says. Yes, my sewing is about on par with my fussy cutting. There we go. That will do, I think, and I'll probably tie that off like that if I can. Haven't left myself much of an end because I wasn't really thinking ahead. But I'm hoping these are going to be quite super quick and we can make a few. Right, isn't that? Okay, that's quite flat. And somewhere I got some words that I fussy cut. Where are they? Here they are. Well, not words, mainly numbers. I got these from TheJunkJournalStudio. I was going to make my own, and I started doing it, and it was just, you know, it was taking a while. And then I thought, oh, I'll see if I can get any on Etsy. I think these were just over £1 or something. I thought, all right, I'm having those. So what have we got? I've got some words, but mainly just a little. I'm going to do that, I think. But what I might do is just go around the edges with a little frayed burlap, a little bit of glue, and I'm putting that on and calling that one done. And then I'll be able to pop these for a bit of interest on my page somewhere, or on tags, or wherever. It won't really matter. Just going to stick that on there and not think about it. So there's one, and let's do one with paper. Let's rip a bit of paper. So I've got some music paper here. And we'll have a bit of writing book paper. This is from a history book, I think, so I might glue those on there. Just a little bit of glue to hold it in place. Oh, I could have inked around the edges, couldn't I? Very quickly, let's do that, but I haven't got any ink on there either. Right, I'm just going around the edges very quickly because there's glue on the back, which I would like to use. Stick that on there, and we can go around the edges of this one. There we go. What else have we got? I've got a bit of a mushroom paper here. And just rip some of that off. I mean, you'd never know that was a mushroom, but there is a bit there. We could, I don't like that bit. Glue that on. Not going to worry too much. Put that on there. I've got a bit of this cheeseclothy business going on. Cut a bit off like that. And let's find us a button. I've got wooden butterfly buttons. That looks cool. Alright, let's put a knot in the bottom of this. Leave ourselves enough to be able to I'll tell you what I could do with somewhere. It's a lump of blue tack. I'll just come through from this side for now. Oops, got a bit of a snarl up there. There we go. Little wooden butterfly. Didn't check the needle went through, and it doesn't really. Where's my pokey tool? Can I enlarge that anyway? Probably going to break the wing off it if I'm not careful. Try again. Don't know if that will work. Yes, sort of. Probably going to get it trapped now, aren't I? I'm going to get it through one hole and not the other. Anyway, let's not worry too much. Where is the hole? Somewhere over there. Yep. Oh, it did go through. There we go. Will it let me go through again though? That is the question. Come on. Maybe that's pushing it a bit. I don't think it matters. I've got just to tie it tightly on the back, I think. It's not like we're going to be wearing them or anything, is it? They're just fancy buttons for giving something a bit of interest. There we go. Put that one up there, that one in the bin. And let's see what we've got. Let's pop that on, I think. Hope you can see what I'm doing. I think my camera's a bit far away. I'll move it in a minute. Whoops. A little bit of glue on the back of that. I can see I'm going to like these sort of things. There we go. Just a little bit of interest. That can go in my little journal supplies. Let's just move you forward a bit so I'm not working at arm's length. Right, let's do another fabric one. Let's have a bit of this. That was a bit of a funny angle. Let's just chop that bit off. Let's see if I can grab some threads off of it, because I do like them off, but I'm not going to worry too much if it doesn't want to come off. There, that's good. So I've seen lots of different things that we can do paper wise, but then I thought, oh, this looks nice with some buttons and things. A little bit of interest. Right, I quite like that cheesecloth thing. I'm going to use a bit more of that. I'm just going to chop it. I'm not even going to look. Right, that's a bit big. Actually, quite like that small bit. That can go on there. Do we want a bit of book paper? Just going to ink around the edge. Maybe a little bit, because it's a bit white, isn't it? And I might pop that like that. I'm just going to sew the button on top of that. Right, I've got some. Let's have something like that. Try not to stick the needle up my nail, which is what I usually do. Right, let's go down there. And actually, for speed, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm not even going to tie a knot in the bottom there. If I can go through again, I will. She says. Come on. Okay, it didn't even tie a knot. I'm just going to tie a knot on here. I'm sure if you're a bit more adept, you could have less waste, but I am not. Brilliant. There we go. Quite like that one. And let's find. Oops. What have we got? That will do. A little bit of ink on that around the edge, and we'll give it some glue and pop it on. See, these are cool. I'm liking these. Right, that's 3. I'm going to keep going. Let's use a bit of that. That's a bit big. Let's cut it down a bit. Could have torn it really, couldn't I? But that's on there. This is some music paper type paper that you get in a 12 by 12 pad. And where I've torn it, you can see the white, so I am just going to go around that. I should have torn it the other way around. Just glue it on there. And what shall we have? I do like that. Let's have a bit of this plaid here. Oh, I've got loads of that. Oh, that was good. Right. Just put that on there. Might put some glue on there so it doesn't fly around. I mean, I could sew them with the sewing machine, I guess. But that requires more time. What sort of button should we have on there? A lot of these buttons have got, what are those bits called? Shanks. So they're quite hard to stick it, well, to put on. And a lot of these buttons are quite large. Oh, what's that? That could do. A slightly different colour. Am I going to use that as well? What if I just use a tiny amount? Just like that. That would do. All right. Ah. Not sure we're going to get that button through. Let's have a look. Oh, I thought it would go through. It's not that. Don't know what it is, but it isn't the button. Just me, probably, being silly. Right, where's my other hole? Can't find the hole. Oh well, there's another hole now. There we go. I think I dare go through one more time. I have to be careful with the paper that we don't rip it and pull it all the way through. And we can always glue the buttons on. It's not the end of the world. Right, what is wrong with this? Let's go. She says, come on. Right. Oh, there we go. These are so quick to make. Well, they would be quicker if I was a little bit more adept, but there we go. Let's have that off. Like that. Right, what have we got? We could even put a word on, like, what about this? Says cherish. And these were just some words I'd printed out, and when I'd got the Distress Oxide spray out from dyeing the bits of lace and things, I just wiped these over in it because I thought they could do with looking less stark, and I'd got it there. Right, so there's another one, and I'm just going to keep going. I'm back and I've made a few more. Excuse my fingers, I am covered in this, which is the Art Alchemy gilding wax in Firebird. Whoops. So you'll see why, because I got messy. I was having fun. So I can't remember which ones we'd already done together, but I'm just going to put a few in front of you so you can see. So I've made that one. Pretty certain we've done that one as well. But yes, I moved on to a different colour thread. I was only using scraps of thread as well. It's this kind of, I wouldn't even like to, coppery kind of colour. And my buttons obviously were pale, and I thought, oh, do you know what? I'm going to use some of that wax on them. So I did. And apart from the fact I've got it all over me, I think it's in a kind of good job. Look, that was just one of those other buttons, and I just put a little on there. Then I did a butterfly because I wanted to see what that looked like as well. So all of these little things here can just be stuck onto bits of our journal for a bit of inspiration, a bit of, you know, just tarting it up a bit. And I try to keep the colours fairly neutral, so they're kind of, well, browns-ish. And there's that one. I can't remember if I'd done that one with you or not. And this one here. So how many did I end up doing? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 1 is 11. I've got more stuff. I could do more, but my tummy tells me it is time to eat something. So I'm going to stop at that. Anyway, they were great fun. I could definitely make more of those. And if you're doing a different colour journal, obviously you could tailor it to whatever colour you were doing, but I thought I'd stick with kind of neutral-ish colours, and then they can go in many journals, can't they? Anyway, those are button spots inspired by Cori Dahman, and I'll leave a link to her channel in the description box. So thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, stay safe, and I'll be back again soon. Bye for now.